Okay, so as we saw last night, Ribrinne is the LR for part 2. Now, her details were tweeted out at 4 a.m., and I was not awake for that. So, we're going to go over her details in this video. Also, there's a new LR for the World Tournament, which is Pilaf and his crew. We have the details here, and then we have 4 Easy A's from the World Tournament. We have Ultimate Gohan, Super Trunks, Final Form Cooler, and Kid Goku. Yeah, so let's get into this. So Ribrinne, her leader skill is Special Pose and Power of Wishes. It's not like Power of Wishes, we already have a good leader for that, and the 150% is trash. Just straight out of the rip, after the 200% buff, anything under 170 is trash. and that's that. There's nothing, no one can argue that 150 is even good anymore. I mean, you can run 150 in SBR or Dokkan events, but in like red zone, you need 170 or higher. Even sometimes some events even require you to have 200, like Zamasu. There's not a single unit who can tank Zamasu at 200, let alone 170. So, all right, let's go over her details. Special pose, power vicious, key 4, and 150 to stats. She raises attack and defense for 1 turn on 12 key. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn on 18 key. Her entrance animation is Mission to Deliver Love. She activates the entrance animation upon entry, once only if there's 2 or more tournament participant category allies on the team. And the effect is she changes SDR, AGL, and physical key spheres to tech for 1 turn. And she gets 3 key. Let me tell you this right now, you don't need to get the intro animation off. You really don't. It's not necessary at all. If you want to run her out like Power of Wishes, you don't need this animation or the entry. Alright, so she gets key 3 and 122% attack and defense. She changes SDR to tech, like base. And then she gets a 30% chance to change AGL to tech, and a 30% chance to change physical to tech. She performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack if health is under 66%, or 66% or above when attacking. So slot 2. Yeah, so slot 2. She's not a good slot 1 unit. And then she performs an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack if there's another universe survival saga category ally attacking in the same turn. She gets 2 key when attacking, an additional 122%, and reduces damage by 22% when collecting 2 or more type key spheres. That's easy. And then she performs a critical hit, 22% for every 2 key spheres obtained up to 66. So 3 key spheres. No, 6 key spheres. This is dumb as hell. This should have been more damage reduction. This is dumb as hell, dude. And she has a giant transformation. In her giant form, her 12 key causes destructive damage. She raises attack on 18 key and does destructive damage. Her passive in giant form is 2 key per key sphere obtained. In addition, she changes SDR to tech and randomly changes a type key sphere to other than SDR to tech and tech to rainbow. So she makes rainbow key spheres in giant form, and then she has a high chance to crit. So that's it. She gets damage reduction 22%, and I mean she needs to super, right? For her to tank like Zamasu's normals, she'll need to super initially to get this 50%, and then she'll need to super again, which is 30% chance to get this 30%, and then she'll need to super again, which is a 70% chance to get this 30% again, and then she'll need to get Hidden Potential System super to get the additional 30%. Actually, hold on. I can pull up the calculations for her in a minute. Give me 1 second. All right, so here we have the boy Halvard. He does calculations for a lot of units. So Ella Ribrinne, so he does these calcs are done with double unit super attack from 17 and 18. And with support, with support for and 3 additional supers, which means she supers 4 times, she goes up to 2 million. That with 22% damage reduction is very good. And then we have another situation here, but this is without. This is just them without like the 18. This is without 17 and 18. 1.5 million. Zamasu does 1.5 million super attack, so she can tank. Maybe, but she'll need to get 4 additional supers or three additional supers. Sorry. Okay, so that's Ribrinne. Now we move on to the new World Tournament LR, which is Pilaf, Mai, and Shu. Where's their details? Here. So leader skill, Dragon Ball Seekers, again worthless. Riz attack, and stuns worthless. Animation, they change physical key spheres to AGL, attack or STR key spheres for 5 turns. That could be decent. You get 120% attack and defense on the start of the turn, and an additional 40% attack and defense when it's a super attack, and then they get an additional 40% attack and defense if it's an ultra super attack. And then they get key 1 per type key sphere obtained. So they get 2 key or 3 key if they get their own key or their own key orb. 70% attack and defense, and perform an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack when collecting AGL key spheres. They get 100% defense and high chance to evade when collecting tech key spheres. 100% attack, high chance to perform a critical hit and seals when collecting SDR key spheres. This reminds me of physical Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. How they raise defense with a certain color, raise attack with a certain color, and then they nuke with a certain color or something. And then guaranteed dodge with 7 key spheres attained. Very good unit, by the way. When they get an easy hit, they're going to be crazy. So... okay. So, performs an additional super attack when collecting 7 more key spheres. And when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, they change int key spheres to AGL attack or STR key spheres. Decent, whatever, I don't care. Okay, so... links, there's no big bad bosses. Seekers, categories are Seekers of the Dragon Ball Saga, Terrifying Conquerors, Revenge, Earthlings, Earthbred Fighters, and Joint Forces. How are they Earthlings? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So, these are all the units we're getting from Tech Ribrinne all the way to Pilaf. So now we're gonna go over the World Tournament EZAs. I don't have translations for those, so we're just gonna use the Dokkan info using Google Translate. No, bruh. Alright. So, all types, 17% stats, increases defense for 30%, has a 30% chance to stun. He gets key 3 and 150% attack. And then how do I turn that off? No, whatever. And then he gets an extra attack and defense plus 100% when HP is 50% or higher, and then an extra attack and defense by 20% each time you super attack up to 58%. And if there's a character on the Majin Buu category, there's an enemy on the Majin Buu Saga category, or an ally attacking in the same turn other than this character, he will get a high chance to perform an additional super attack. Trash. Super Trunks, in types, key 3, blah blah blah. Trash. Oh. Okay, that's good. Attack and defense, 50% for 3 turns. That's really good. So additionals, maybe? He gets key 3, attack and defense plus 150%. Start a turn. Great chance of attack and defense plus 150%. Gets a high chance of defense plus 100%. And a medium chance to crit after receiving an attack. Oh, medium chance to crit, and if you receive an attack, you'll get guaranteed crit for the turn. And you get an additional attack 50% when attacking. I mean, high chance for this, then great chance for that. So his maximum defense could be 300. It's 400% defense. What's his easy A defense? Oof. That's his easy A defense. That's not that high. I'm not gonna lie, that's not high. He's decent, I guess. He's alright. We have Final Form Cooler, AJL, blah blah blah. Strength. Yeah, nobody cares. Wait a minute. Is it Vegito in that event? SDR? You can run this guy as a leader, and then he decreases Vegito's attack and defense by 80%. It's crazy. Okay, increases defense by 30%, 100% attack and defense, and 2 key at the start of turn. He supports AGL types key 1 attack and defense plus 40%. What's this? Always makes 2. Wait. Okay, okay, thank God. Always performs 2 attacks that have a low chance of being activated. So what is this? Performs an additional normal attacks that each have a 20% chance to be a super, and he gets 20% attack with each attack performed, and then and he also gets 5% chance to dodge each time he performs an attack. And then he gets an additional 50% attack and defense with if there's a Conquest of Terror. This is Terrifying Conquerors. This is this guy. Yeah, Terrifying Conquerors. Attack and defense plus 3% when there's a Terrifying Conquerors ally attacking the same turn. Trash. Goku, 30% defense on super attack. He gets 100% attack and defense. Key plus 1 at the start of each turn up to 3. Attack and defense plus 59% up to 159 at the start of each turn. So, and then he gets another 59% attack and defense on super attack. And then if all allies attacking in the same turn are grade A power, so if all allies participating in this, all allies attacking in the same turn, if they're all on grade A power category, attack will increase by 59%, and the attack will highly effective against, super effective against all types, and then he becomes giant when conditions are met. Then his giant form is he gets 2 key and then attack plus 150 plus 59%. So yeah, that is that. And I think that's all for that. That's all for the data download. Oh, so we got better translations here from Minato. We got raises defense for 1 turn. Yeah. 2 key 100%. AGL types he supports performs 2 additional attacks. A rare chance. Additional attack plus 20% up to 100, and then evades blah 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 with each attack performed. Yeah, we already said that. Terrifying Conquerors. Yep. So that checks out. Let's see. Trunks. Yep. Great chance, high chance, medium chance to perform a crit, additional when attacking. Goku. Yeah, so that should be it. Let's see if there's one more thing I want to go over. So there's this new exchange coin, Legendary of Advent coin, but limited. Treasures obtained from the target gacha can be exchanged at Fortune Telling Baba's exchange. This coin is for the beta system. So basically, when you do like 7 multis, you get enough coins to guarantee you the new unit. And this starts tomorrow night on the new LR banner. So we'll see how that is like. It's a new coin. It's I don't even know what this color is, like grayish blue, I think. I don't know, but yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment sections below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. and happy Dokkaning. Peace.